But I'm back, and I'm coming back with bangers. I got some videos in mind that I want to do, so I'm very excited. If you guys hear any noises in the background, I have a pit bull puppy, and she is up right now, literally up. All she do is sleep, pee, eat, poop, and that's it, literally. But right now she's up and she's playing with a bottle. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so anyways, so today I'm gonna be talking about my jobs, my 2 little jobs that I've had. Well, I didn't only have 2 jobs, but yeah, the 2 jobs that I got fired from and one that I quit. So I'm gonna start with the first one, which is RALPHS. I started working at RALPHS in, I want to say 2017 is when I started working at RALPHS, and I was working in the cheese department, Murray's Cheese. I don't know if everyone knows about Murray's Cheese. Probably not, because they don't really have any in the Los Angeles area. I've never been to a RALPHS in if you live in Los Angeles, I've never been to a RALPHS. Like the Crenshaw RALPHS doesn't have Murray's Cheese. You know, the Inglewood one doesn't have one, I don't believe. So yeah, you know, so I worked in Santa Monica at RALPHS, and I worked in the cheese department. And you know, our 2 priorities were cheese and the olive bar. Cheese and olives go together, right? Everybody know that. So yeah, so those were our 2 main focuses. So one day, you know, the olive bar decided to go out once again. It decided to go out, and they had ended up, well, I don't know, I forget who did it, but it was either probably me and my sister who took the olives out, or me and a coworker, or I don't know, it was somebody that took the olives out of the olive bar because it had went out. So after it had went out, you know, they have to put the olives in the refrigerator because it's, you know, olives. I mean, it is olives that's on the shelf, but these olives needed to be in cool, you know, it needed to be in the refrigerator, in the cold. So they ended up putting the olives, you know, up. Excuse me. And this is how it was. Okay, so today is February 8th, 2020. So today, okay, say today, I'm gonna put the olives in the olive. I'm gonna take the olives out the olive bar because the olive bar went out, and I'm gonna go put them in the refrigerator on February 8th, 2020. They down there, February 9th go past, February 10th, blase, so on. Oh, it's the next week now. So they decided to pack these olives out. Mention most of them was already expiring. Most of them had already expired. So I didn't want to be a part of, I said, I'm not about to pack out old olives, you know? Like, I know certain stuff do have, like, you know, a little bit more time after the expiration date or after the sell by date, but it's just like, no, because, you know, everybody's stomach not built the same. People might get sick from these day-old olives, from these 3-day-old olives. You never know. So, you know, I was by myself that day that they wanted to pack them out, because my other coworker, they would always take him to go work in the meat department. So, because they were always short in the meat department. So they asked somebody in the, what department was it? What department was it? Anyways, they had asked somebody from another department, can they pack them out? Because they were already, the people was already downstairs, and I mean, I'm assuming they weren't doing anything if they got asked to pack them out. So, okay, so that was cool. That worked for me, and that works for her, give her something to do, and I was already working upstairs. So, the girl was almost done, and all of a sudden, the manager came, either the manager or her manager came up to me and was like, you need to go downstairs and finish packing them out. And I'm like, okay. So I went downstairs, and his dishes from the ones that she had already packed out was down there. And mentioned, olives have so much oil, like a lot of oil. So I was like, okay. So I packed out the, I started packing them out, whatever, cool, blase. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, who the f*** washed these dishes? Like, I'm not washing these dishes. I'm not finna sit up here and wash no dishes that somebody else created. Because at that point, I was already getting picked on at work. They already didn't like me for some odd reason. No one likes me. I guess I'm too honest. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but really don't care. Life's short. So I was like, okay, so, I'm done packing them out. So I went back upstairs. So, no, move, Nyla. So I went back upstairs after I was done. And the deli, that's who department, they came from the deli. So the deli manager came and she was like, she came upstairs and she was like, you're not gonna wash the dishes? And I was like, no. And then she was like, why not? And I was like, okay, I'll go wash them. So me being petty Tay, you'll get to know that side of me. But me being petty Tay, I went and I washed the dishes that I, did from pre-packing the other olives that was left down there. I washed the dishes. Them was my dishes. So I was like, okay, so I was like, why can't, so after that, I had went back upstairs after I was done washing my dishes. She came up to me. I guess she went downstairs to check. But so she came up to me again. She was like, you didn't finish washing the dishes. I was like, I did. It was only like I believe it was 4 trays or 6 trays left of olives, and I washed it. She was like, no, you have to wash all of them. And I was like, it's not gonna happen. It just wasn't gonna happen. And I was like, well, why can't the girl who did those ones wash those dishes? It only made sense. I washed mine, she washed hers, we grown. So she was like, oh, she went on break. No, she didn't say that. She said, oh, we needed help up here, she's helping us. So me, I'm looking around like, well, I don't see the girl. So I went downstairs and I had an attitude. I wasn't finna wash the dishes, so I just went downstairs and I was just gonna stand there until it was time for me to get off work, to be honest. So, she ended up coming down there and she was like, so you're not gonna wash the dishes? And I told her no. So she went upstairs, told the manager, and then after she told the manager called me. I think the manager had called me upstairs. So I went upstairs, and then the manager didn't even talk to me. They had the pre-manager, or whatever she was, somebody else talked to me and tried to tell me and I'm probably not even gonna say this right, insubordination. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. When you saying no, you're not supposed to say no to a manager or somebody over you or whatever. So I was like, okay. At that point, I really didn't care, because it's like they were trying to look for something to pick on me about, so I really didn't care. So first after they said, I don't know, something pissed me off to where I left and I just went downstairs. And when I went downstairs, guess who was downstairs? And when I mean downstairs, I mean downstairs outside of the building. The girl was downstairs, and at the time, me and the security guard was cool, we always used to talk, we would smoke together and stuff on our breaks and stuff and all that. And I started talking to her, telling her what happened and stuff, and why all of a sudden I see this, I see the flash come on the girl's phone. So I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at the flash like, okay, if it was, you know, the phone ringing, you would answer the phone because you're looking at your phone. So I'm like, this. So I ran up on her, and then the security guard stopped me, and they tried to say that after that, because the security guard was like calming me down, like, girl, no, like, you do not need to do this. So I was like, okay, whatever. So why they end up calling the security guard upstairs, telling her to tell me that I'm fired and that she's fired because it looked like she was egging it on. Like, it looked like she was like trying to make us fight. No, she was actually trying to calm me down because I was really about to drag that girl. Why are you recording me? Why aren't you in there doing your job? They told me that they needed your help, but you out here on break. You out here recording me illegally. So I was fired after that. They fired me. I didn't care. I didn't care. And then it was around the time too. It was my birthday, and I knew that they wasn't going to give me my birthday off for the simple fact that the manager didn't like me. They didn't like me. So I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I turned up on my birthday. I was turning 21. I went to Vegas. You know, that wasn't the plan because I already knew they wasn't going to get wrong. I know I was going to get fired, I know I was going to get fired. But I didn't worry about it. I didn't trip. So they, I end up, because that's a union job, so I end up going to the union, end up getting another job working at Vons. Oh my God. Y'all, I gotta take a break. Now because this story, Vons took me to my breaking point. Stop, come here. Vons took me to my breaking point. Vons took me to a point that I didn't know that I can even get to. Oh my God, I hope she put it down. She got bags, but I don't want to mess up this video. Okay, so come here. Give it here. Give it here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This is what she had. Okay, so Vons took me to a point to my breaking point that I didn't even know that even existed. I didn't know I could get that low. So, let me see. Let me start from the beginning. So I started working at Vons. Around 2018. I want to say, I don't know if it was right after my birthday. I want to say it was literally right after my birthday. Yeah, July, because it was in July. I think my cousin had just passed away. R.I.P. to Christina. I believe I think it was in July. I want to say it was, and the incident with RALPHS had already happened before I even went to Vegas for my cousin. So I had already, went to the union. Hey, stop it! Oh, this video is gonna be all over the place, but you know what? We're keeping it real. All 2020. This is raw footage of shesopettytae, okay? Stop it! Hey, shh! Come here. So I was in Vegas. Okay, sit down. I was in Vegas, and the incident with RALPHS had already happened, and I had already went to the union. They had already told me, like, well, we have another job for you if you want to work at Vons. So I needed to see how far it was. I didn't know how far it was. So, but then my cousin ended up passing away, so that the plans of going to see how far it was messed up, because, well, it wasn't messed up, but they got canceled, they got delayed, they got rescheduled, because I had to go to Vegas, you know, and be with my family and support my family. So they had let me do a phone interview, and during the phone interview they basically said they want me to come in I just went in and really filled out papers. I was already hired. They had basically already hired me over the phone. But I did, like he did, you know, ask me my name and, you know, basic stuff. Get to know me a little bit more. So, okay, so after that, so I started working, and I don't know if I should say people's names. I don't know. Okay, but anyways, the person that hired me, basically the person that helped me fill out my papers and all that stuff, mentioned I was blessed. I was blessed with both of these jobs, honestly, because I really didn't have no interviews. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I really didn't have no interviews with neither one of these jobs. So I was really blessed. But so the guy that hired me for Vons, he wasn't there for that long. Like, he was cool too. Oh my God, he was cool. I was about to say his name, but he was really, really cool. Like, he was he was straightforward, which I love. I love straightforward people, because how am I supposed to know what you're thinking? How am I supposed to know what I need to improve in if you're not telling me anything? You know, how am I supposed to, how are you supposed to know how I feel, or what if I'm going through, even though you're not supposed to take your personal stuff to work? Personal, it's hard to not stress about, you know, I'm just making up stuff, but not to stress about, oh, where I'm gonna get my next check from to pay my rent. You know, that wasn't the situation. I was looking for an apartment, and I was looking to move, and I was stressed out looking for a place. So, you know, that was my situation. I'm just saying, this is what happened. He asked me what was wrong, because I was really going through a lot. Like, when I first started that job, it was just, I don't know, everything kind of started happening at one time when I first started. Once I started, I loved it. You know, I love working. I love meeting different cultures. I love meeting different people. You know, it was fun to me. Like, I loved it, but I did not love the people that I worked with. And I'm not going to say I didn't love the people that I worked with. I didn't love the energies that I worked with, the spirits that I worked with, except for a few people that was really just genuine to me, and that was really, you know, cool and had my back and didn't be fake toward me, or didn't talk about me behind my back to other people, you know? So, because I was straightforward to them, you know? You give what you receive what you give, you know? So, you know, time had went past, and this manager is about to leave. So, we like, okay, so you know, rumors go around quick. So, we like, okay, so everybody, you know, excited for this new manager, and we already hearing that he's mean and this, and we already hearing bad stuff about him. So I'm like, you know, I try to be as positive as I can. I guess because I've been through a lot, which I'm gonna get some story times, y'all. I'm gonna get some story times on why I act funny or whatever, you know. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? So the manager, I was like, so the manager was leaving and we was getting a new manager. So, you know, everybody was like, he's mean, this, he, that. I was like, well, you never know how he gonna be. You can't go based off upon what everybody else is saying. You have to meet somebody before you judge them. Because this person energy might not match up with that person energy, you know? but my energy might match up good with that person's energy. You never know. So I was just like, you know, you never know. Let's give him a chance. So I was being very positive. Very positive. So he came the first day. Didn't really introduce himself. He didn't introduce himself. He didn't say hi. None of that. The manager, the front end manager, I guess, went to him and told him about my pants. Mentioned I was already moving. I had money, but I couldn't really spend. Oh my God, she about to mess up my little ghetto. Oh, y'all see my little ghetto hookup. Anyways, we gonna get it together. Just hold on, wait a minute. Give me by next month. I have everything with it. So the front end manager had went to him and told him about my pants. Mentioned I had the right pants because everybody else had on black skinny jeans. They try to say I couldn't wear black skinny jeans, but everybody else had on black skinny jeans. So after that, she went to go tell or whatever. He called me back there. He was like, hi. That's when he introduced himself. He introduced himself and he was like, he introduced himself and, oh my God, let me fix y'all. It's gonna be better next time, y'all. Please give me a break. I'm trying to do this video and I wish she was asleep right now. Okay, so he called me back there and he introduced himself, quote unquote. And then he tried to say, when are you able to get new pants? And I'm like, well, you know, I had to, cause he's the manager, so I had to make up something. So I was like, next week came. Stop. Next week came, and I wasn't able to get the pants. I don't know why I wasn't able to get the pants. Don't really remember. Probably didn't get paid, not sure. But I wasn't able to get the pants, and I was just being. I don't like listening, and I feel like if everybody else is wearing them, why can't I wear them? You know, so anywho, that's when it began, him picking on me. I call it picking on me, harassing me, because it's like, first of all, you just got here. You literally just got here and you already trying to mess with me about my pants. And then I told him my situation. Also, the same day he told me about my pants, I told him my situation, like, well, I'm moving, you know, and it's very expensive to move, and I gotta make sure I have all my money. You know, I don't want to lose something that's really helpful to me, so I had to make sure I had all my stuff together. So, okay, so, you know, time went by, blah, 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 you know, time went by, and what started it back up again? Oh, I'm trying not to say people's name. One of my co-workers will always, I don't know, she would never help me in the morning, because my schedule will always, well, usually would have been 6 to, I believe, 2:30 or 3:30, if I'm not mistaken. And her schedule will be, I think, 4 to 12 or something like that. And she would never help me with customers. And mentioned in the morning on Monday mornings is busy. In the mornings, period, it was busy because people, my lips are dry. People wanted breakfast burritos. People wanted chicken. People wanted, you know, a little snack in the morning. You know, going to work, trying to, something quick to grab. So I would be doing all this stuff by myself, and then the manager would come probably like around 7, and I'm still doing stuff by myself because she didn't went downstairs to go do a load or in the back to go do a load. So it was like I was always by myself. So that's when it started for real. And I guess they didn't like me anymore at that point. I don't know. But we had one meeting. I'm really skipping over a whole bunch of stuff because it's a lot of stuff that I don't really remember, and a lot of stuff that doesn't even matter. Just put it like this. So once she felt some type of way because I was doing I did the same thing she was doing to me the whole time. I did the same thing to her. I didn't help her. I did my job, what I'm supposed to do in the morning, and I didn't help her. So I got in trouble. I went on my break when I was supposed to, 2 hours after I got in, got back, and I was in trouble. I was asked, why didn't I do the sandwich bar? So I'm like, well, I mean, I just got back from break. Maybe I was going to do it when I got back from break. Did you ask me that? Like, he didn't ask me that. Like, it was just like, raw. Like, why couldn't she do it? She done with her work because she's not stopping. And in that morning, see, I got everything done because I wasn't stopping helping customers. I was in the back most of the time getting my stuff done how she do on the side and doing her stuff, and that's why she be getting done so early. So I'm like, oh, because she wasn't finished. He said because she wasn't finished with her work and it was customers. Oh, so now y'all know how I feel. That's what it was at the time. So then, so I was like, I had an attitude. Of course I had an attitude. And I went back there. He wanted me to do the sandwich bar, so I went back there and I started doing the sandwich bar. And I guess I wasn't moving fast enough to his, what do you want to call it? To his, I don't know, whatever you want to say, however you say it. Like, I wasn't working fast enough for him. So he called me in the back, and a coworker and the manager in the back, and literally yelled at me the whole time. And anybody that know, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Anybody that know me, I just sat there. And I just sat there. I didn't look at him. I just sat there and let him yell. He asked me, did I have anything to say after he yelled at me for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I said no. He said he needed to cool down. They all walked out. I didn't respond to it. They all walked, I just stared. They all walked out. I walked out, went to my car, stayed in my car for about 20-30 minutes. Cooled off. Smoked me a little blunt. And went back in feeling good. Didn't care. I didn't care. I wasn't there to make friends. I wasn't there to get to know people. I was there to make money. I was there to work. It's a job. So, you know, after that meeting, she really didn't like me then. After that meeting, and then the same day, it was a hair. She did the salads. So it was a hair. I work in a deli. It was a hair in one of the salads. And I took a picture of it. Being petty. You want to snitch on me? And then the girl, oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. This story time gonna be all over the place. But the girl, I went because we had a closet of stuff, that we needed to work with and stuff. So I went in there and I needed something. and mentioned the door just closes by, so it doesn't stay open. So the door had closed, and then like I had hurry up and open it because it was like super dark, I couldn't see. So why she come behind me talking about, and for the record, I didn't snitch on you. She's Caucasian. So she was like, for the record, I didn't snitch on you. And I'm like, and then she walked away, and I walked away. She yelled in my face. So I'm like, okay, no, didn't say nothing, didn't go snitch, didn't do none of that. So I had told the manager, I keep almost saying their names. I had told the manager, that it was a hair in the salad. And she confronted the girl and told her, because that was her job, Why you have a problem with it? It's your job. So, she told her, and the girl got mad because I took a picture. And I said I took it. She was like, well, like, did a customer tell you or what? And I was like, no, I took a picture of it. Because I already knew, once we had that meeting, I already knew what was up. I already knew. People don't like me because I'm good at everything that I do. When it comes to a job, I'm good. Not even a job. And when anybody, if you put your mind to something, that you love doing or that you like doing, you're gonna be good at it because you like doing it. You're gonna put your all in it because you like doing it. This is what you love. This is what you like. So, I was good at what I do. So, time went by, whatever. And the girl would never talk to me. And then she really, really didn't help me. No, matter of fact, she started helping for a minute. She started helping, whatever, and then they stopped putting us together. And then they started putting me at nighttime, which I hated because it took me so long to get home. Because believe it or not, at 9 o'clock at night, it's traffic coming from Santa Monica. It was so much traffic. So after all that, okay, she didn't really talk to me. Then we got a new person. I'm about to cut this story short to why I quit. So we got a new person. The new person ended up getting all morning shifts, took over mine. Mentioned the new person was the same race as the manager, which I felt like it was something. Come on. If y'all would have seen the way their relationship was, you can't tell me y'all don't know each other. You can't tell me y'all don't know each other. Come on now. So she ended up getting my schedule, and I ended up working at nighttime every day. Every day I started working at nighttime because this one person didn't like me. This one coworker didn't like me. So after that, another new person came, took another shift, which really made me at nighttime. Cause sometimes I would get mid shift too. But then when another person came, when she was African American, she started getting morning time, and she started getting the mid shift and all that stuff. So, I started getting irritated. So I would call up to the union, and I would complain. That didn't work. It didn't, because they said, it didn't. The only reason why it would matter if they were getting more hours than you, which they were getting more hours than me. And so, I would get mad. I got mad or whatever. And after that, time had went by, and what else had happened? Let me think, y'all. I gotta think. She's distracting me because she's acting like that because if I was laying down right now, she would be asleep right now, laying down with me. I wish y'all could see her. She crazy, though. she crazy. And then my other dog right here, sitting down, chilling. Okay, so one day came, and it was this lady that had came in there with a dog. With the dog. African American lady came in there with a dog. Mentioned a whole bunch of Caucasian people. I'm not racist, but I'm just saying, a whole bunch of Caucasian people came inside of the store with dogs a whole bunch of times. A whole bunch of times. Big dogs. Dogs that shit. Dogs that have peed in there and came back again. So I served this lady. Mentioned we talked about gray hair. That was our conversation when I served the lady. We talked about gray hair. So the lady lied and said that I said something about the manager, which I didn't. But he assumed that it was me because she just pointed in the direction that I was in. So he assumed that I said something. So he called me upstairs. And I want to say torture. But he didn't torture me. But he basically just he harassed me. To me, that was harassment. And I recorded the whole conversation. And the next day, I believe it was the next day or 2 days later, I got called upstairs again. And it was a lady on the phone. And I was having a meeting. On the phone meeting. So you guys couldn't think to tell me this when I came in. I had already been at work for a few hours. So I guess they had already told the lady their side of the story. Hold on. Okay, we're in a different position now. I got distracted. Well, I didn't get distracted, but yeah, I got messed up on my video. Okay, so let's start back where we ended. So I guess they had already told the lady like their side of the story or whatever, which was a lie. All of it was a lie. Everything that they were saying. I wish I would have recorded the time when they were saying all of the lies and stuff, because it was so sad, y'all. I wanted to cry because I'm like, how could a person lie? What is that? How could a person lie and be so serious? Like, I know it's people out there, it's called a pathological lie, I think so. But people that just lie, like, they were so serious. They were so serious, saying that I was cussing, I was doing all this stuff, like, and I wasn't. And they lied so good, I believed them. So I walked out of the meeting. Yes, I slammed the door. I was pissed off. I was mad. Oh, I was mad. So I went to the car. It mentioned I had recorded the conversation that they were talking about. So I went to the car and I listened to that conversation 3 times. 3 times. I'll let y'all listen to a little bit. I had a conversation on my phone. I'm gonna let y'all listen to a little bit of the conversation or whatever. But I listened to the conversation 3 times, just tripping out, y'all. Like, I was really tripping out because I'm like, I didn't say none of the stuff that they said I was saying. Like, is this for real? Like, is this serious? Like for real? But let me let y'all listen to a little part of it. Richard, it's just funny. It's just funny. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear it. Just let me let y'all hear
politely told her she's not allowed to get the dog in here.
What did I got to do with me?
She went back to you guys and spoke and complained, and apparently you had told her, yeah, he's a bad manager.
I never said that.
She came back and said, yeah, you're a bad manager here. Hopefully you leave soon. You shouldn't be here. Even your employees are telling you over there that
That's a lie.
that you're a bad manager.
That's a lie. I didn't tell her that.
I didn't.
Okay.
You have no proof that I told her.
No, I don't have.
But anyways, if y'all hear the tone of his voice, then you could tell he was lying. He was lying. He was lying right then and there. Like, it was just sad. So that same day that I had a meeting, on the phone meeting, a customer had came when I was closed. And he wanted chicken, and I told him we didn't have any chicken. We didn't, like, I told him it was no good, really. But he wanted the chicken, so I gave him the chicken. He was disappointed about the chicken. And I was frustrated. I admit it. I was frustrated. I was irritated. I was overwhelmed. I was done. I was done, y'all. I was done. So, we end up getting into it or whatever. He ended up calling corporate. They ended up calling me for a meeting with the higher end. And that meeting went left. Just all the way left. And I was done. Never returned back to the store. The manager, I got letters. I never went back. They called. I had a whole bunch of phone calls from them. They would call me every day. Are you coming in? No. I had got so depressed and tired and just, I wasn't myself. Like, it was just so much drama going on, and it was taking all of my energy. It was just draining me. And I had to just stop. I had to stop working there, and I had to find myself again. And then on top of another story time that I will be talking about, it's just, which that still bothers me now. But I'll talk about that another time. But it was just so much. And I've gotten better with my depression since then. I still get sad here and there, but I was depressed every day after I stopped working. And it's not because I stopped working. It was because, I don't want to say nobody liked me, but they were turning everybody against me. They even tried to get a girl that I'm cool with, very cool with. They tried to get her to lie on me. I have a text message saying that they tried to get her to lie on me. So, that's how I got fired from one, quit the other. But I know, y'all, I was all over the place with this video. Next time I will be better with my TCT video. I will be better. I'm going to have all my stuff. Make sure she sleeps. See, if y'all can see her right now. Oh my gosh, she's so cute right now. But, yeah. But, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe. Hit that bell. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, guys, we got some bangers coming. We got some food challenges coming. We got some pranks coming. See, when we first started YouTube, we didn't have 2 phones. So now, got 2 phones. I can set up these 2 phones. And I got a camera. I just got to go and buy a SD card. Is that what it's called? Memory card? I think that's what it's called. Memory card. But yeah, with you guys, thank you. Have a good day.
Just levitate.